Pablo, in your career, where have you been involved in scraps at the top or at the bottom of the table, and is it more tense at the bottom?
Um, I've pretty much had my fair share of both, and just as exciting as each other, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm one of those characters that like a challenge. So I mean, obviously, being in a promotion chasing side is it's more of a happier experience. But I prefer the nitty gritty of the trying to prove everyone kind of right kind of thing, and there's nothing more satisfying than beating relegation and staying up.
So to that end, does it feel as if the achievement is greater if you can keep a side up?
I wouldn't say greater. I mean, as I said, promotion is promotion. I mean, you go into a higher league, but when obviously things that have not been going for you the whole season, and then you can sort of turn around and pull yourself out of a bad predicament, then I think you just get as much satisfaction out of that as well.
Do you think the pegs are beginning to drop into the right slots here?
Possibly. I mean, I wouldn't get too excited yet. I mean, there's a lot of football to be played and a lot of points to be won. I mean, there's still going to be ups and downs with 11 games left or 12 games left. So I think as long as we just take each game as it comes and treat every game like a cup final, so to speak, and just concentrate on ourselves, I think we'll be fine.
Just looking at the table after last weekend, there is a 6 point gap, I think, between the bottom five and the rest. So it looks to be between 5 teams, probably.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the whole league, I mean, it's tight everywhere this season. I mean, even they're saying the people are going to win it. It's going to take a high tally. So, yeah, I mean, that's been League Two throughout its existence. Really, it's always been a tight competitive league, and it always takes a couple of points to change the whole dynamics of everything. So. As I said, if we just concentrate on ourselves and we get a good run of games, a good run of wins, I think we'll be fine.
Do you think already after the way that the Tranmere game went, people have noticed the difference you've made and are making plans for Pablo Mills?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't kind of know what to expect really. I mean, I come in and I mean, if you ask anybody throughout my career, I mean, when I've gone to a club, doesn't matter who it is, I'll give everything what's needed, to be fair, and I'll put my body on the line. And as I said, I don't want people to get carried away. As I said, there's still a lot more football to be played and ups and downs. And but yeah, I mean, if I can bring a little piece of experience to the table to help the lads out, and then and hopefully that keeps them up, then that's job done.
What do you know of Newport at this point, or is that a briefing to be had between now and Friday 7:45?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really judge teams off their last wins or their last losses or whatever, because things can change that quickly. And as the way it's shown, I mean, towards the start of the season, they was up there as being one of the promotion candidates. And I mean, a few bad losses, and they'll be drawn into, you know what I mean, other teams' predicaments. But just like any game, be a tough game. One which is winnable, and one we'll be trying to win.
Is it that thing that when you get to this stage of the season, is the nitty-gritty, as you call it, that sides pick up results where they're not expected to, and maybe the reverse is true as well?
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of pressures on teams to get promotion, to go into the playoffs, and obviously ours is to stay up. And sometimes teams at the top can become complacent. Players not wanting to get injured, or players not wanting to fight for their lives, such as what we are, maybe, and that's where people can sort of slip up, and you will see teams drop points where you don't think they will do, and you'll see teams gain wins at places that you didn't think they would. So, as I said, if we just concentrate on ourselves, work hard on the training pitch, and treat each game like a cup final, I think we'll be very fine.
Russ is a chirpy sort of individual. Do you sense the attitude is right here?
Yes, it's been very positive since the day I came in, and I've been delighted really with the sort of team spirit and the attitude of the players. And it's just I mean, as I said, I've been in relegation bouts before, and the atmosphere has been tense, and But I mean, here there's not much not much people being down really about the predicament we're in. I mean, you wouldn't probably know that was in a relegation fight, to be fair. And I think that's a good attitude to have. Keeps us nice and positive, keeps us fresh, and keeps us focused as well.
Great, thank you.
How have you taken Steve Elliott, the coach, having come through the ranks of Derby with Steve Elliott?
I mean, when I was at Derby, I was younger. He was older, so he kind of come across as not a coach figure anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's took him much stride. It's always Stevie to me. I mean, he's a bit weird. That obviously I used to play with him, and now he's a coach. But it just makes me feel a little bit old, to be fair. But yeah, it's been good, been refreshing, and I mean, me and Stevie's been in the trenches a few times, so I think he knows what he's going to get from me, and I know what to get from him, really.
Did you earmark him as someone who could be going into coaching when you were both
no,
together?
I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me because he was that kind of character. But I think footballers nowadays tend to lean towards the coaching side anyway, and you can always tell from learning from players that certain players have certain characteristics, and that will make them turn into good coaches.
Is that something that you're interested in doing later on in your career?
I'm not going to give anything away, but possibly.
Cheers. Thank you, Pablo.